Starting my stream just a few minutes early because I was already playing anyway, and I signed up to do a trial because they're usually pretty fast, but I got this one and it's a level 70 trial, and it might not be quite as fast. Like, a lot of trials only take 2-3 minutes. But I don't even really remember this one. Like, I remember doing it, but I don't remember how the fight goes. Oh dear. Yeah, I don't know how this fight goes at all. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Nobody's actually explained it yet. I will just, there we go. I see, I see. There's some water on the platform that I didn't see before. And that's what tried to wipe everybody off. Now I know. So here we're fighting Shinryu, one of the major dragons in the storyline during Final Fantasy. Stormblood. I think as long as I can follow along some of the mechanics, it won't take a real long time. Everybody's standing in puddles now, so I'm just copying. Run away from bombs! Uh-oh, we lost our other healer. That's alright, I can bring him. I had Swift Cast ready and waiting. We lost a tank, which isn't good, because we've got a lot of stuff happening on screen right now, but... oh no, we're doing okay. We've got some new people, and people like me that just don't really remember what's happening. But, almost everyone's back up on their... save time and maneuver, it just means we have to press a button really fast. Doesn't matter what we press, really. We just have to make sure we get it done before he swoops up underneath us. I think this is the first fight produces that concept. Could be wrong. I didn't get out of there. Attack his turret. Gotta stay away. I don't really have any more healer cooldowns, which isn't, well, everything's on cooldown, I guess. I'm not really sure, like, the way people phrase it in the game is confusing to me. Oh no! I was standing on a cracked plate when he smacked his tail down, and the cracked ones will break when he does that. I'm gonna have to wait for the healer to bring me back to life. Unfortunately, I don't have any way to heal myself quickly, but doing great, guys. We're gonna have to start over. Try to be encouraging. I think it would also help if we had the puddles behind us. I could be wrong, but still figuring some stuff out here. the shield down. Because when you die, after you come back to life, you have weakness for 60 seconds, which makes you attacks do less damage, and you take more damage. So you have to make sure that you give them a little extra protection. You don't want them to just immediately die again. And it's hard once you died because of that weakness. It's that you just can't get back on your feet. There's so much happening, there's so many attacks just going non-stop that you can't handle the extra damage it does. To make up for that, there are some fights that they let you actually restart, and without like the whole group restarting, you go back to the beginning and then hurry to rejoin your group in the fight. Here we go, active time maneuver. It's the easiest part. The X. I personally use X because it's convenient. Now, if I can not fall off the map so many times this time. Oh, I didn't even see his tail. I was watching those two people that were chained together. Caught in Okay, this time, gotta make sure I watch out for the ice. time and dust. I don't want to move during time and dust. There we go. Run. See if I can get her back up. There we go. Got the healer back up. We're missing a tank, which isn't really good at this stage. Unfortunately, revives take a long time to cast, and they're not giving me much time to stand still. If I move, I interrupt it. I heal myself. Come on. Oh, nope. Too late. Now someone's talking about doing a limit break. That's a special move now. The healer decided to do that, so it brought everyone who was dead back. But we've almost killed the dragon, so there we go. We did it. I'm going to commendate the healer. Both of the tanks did well. Yeah, that was pretty crazy. That's not usually what I sign up for a trial roulette. My plan today was to do Lighthouse, and that's the newest Alliance raid. Alliance raids have 24 people. It's the hardest one, and offers the best gear. You can only do it. You can run the raid as many times as you want, but you can only get one piece of gear out of it. And I've been running it to try and get my last body piece that I need in order to improve my level. I'm also close to being able to buy, so it kind of depends on what happens first, because there's other pieces that I can buy that would be an improvement over what I have, but the lowest item level I'm currently wearing is this body piece. I like it. I think it's but I need a higher level one. I have it where her name is turned off on here, but my character's name is Princess the Mascara. It's not spelled right because it was already taken. So I just kind of altered the spelling a little bit and named her that anyway. Because I really like Wonder Woman. Random Wonder Woman fact. Did you know that she cannot lie because she is the wielder of the lasso of truth, which doesn't just affect the people she uses it on, it actually affects her as well. So, since she wears it like on her waist, she's incapable of lying, which I think is really neat. So obviously, if that was something that bothered her real bad, she wouldn't be the wielder of it, but I think truth is something that's very important. Keeps telling me I can process my friend list, but I'm not trying to, so I don't know. I don't know what it's doing. I was actually going to play this last night, but they adjusted the way that PS4's connect to Final Fantasy or update it or something. But it required a 31 gig update. So, I started the game and it's like, updating. Estimated time, 8 hours. Like, okay, I guess we won't be playing that right now. I played some Overwatch instead. Leveled up a bit. I'm level 17 now. I need to be 25 in order to join some of the harder stuff. So this is actually a new thing. The Rising Recruiter. It's neat if you're all familiar with the Final Fantasy XIV storyline, because in like a highly condensed version, something happens and Bahamut gets released from the moon that he's trapped in, and he attacks the world, and everybody bands together to try and stop him from destroying the world. And during that same time, monsters are appearing in the cities and they're killing lots of people, and there's this song that plays at the opening of Heavensward, I think. It could be a Realm Reborn, but I was thinking it was Heavensward, which is the first expansion pack to Final Fantasy Online. It's a beautiful song, but it shows you them trying to fight off Bahamut. But this lets you remember what was happening in the city here during that fight with Bahamut, and so you kind of go back in time and you're fighting off the monsters, but it's kind of moving. Like, I was tearing up a bit while playing, because it plays that song, which is beautiful and moving in and of itself, but B, like, the monsters are really hard and you die constantly, and like, in the background you hear, like, all the citizens scrambling and screaming, and just the idea of the city being attacked and all these mass casualties, and even the adventurers and warriors of light, which are supposed to be, you know, some of the best fighters and the people that protect everyone. Like, not even we can stay alive against this threat. And when you play through the story, you know, there are some places that are still rebuilding, even though that was years and years ago. And a lot of people lost family, and there are only a few people that you get to talk to in the cities that were in the city during that time and survived. And I know it's all a game, but you know, it was war, and war is something that is happening in so many places around the world today. And just what it must be like to live through that and be a part of that. And it kind of, you know, the people in the game that did kind of remind you of veterans that, you know, live among us, that we go past every day in the street, but what they saw and what they experienced, and then to just go on with life, it's really something else. Well, I hate this, since we've been waiting like 9 minutes. I'm actually not going to have time to run that before I have to leave. Today's stream has to be cut a bit short. I have a doctor's appointment that I just have to go to. So we're gonna just sign up for this instead. It should still be a higher level difficult one, but it won't be as long as an Stormblood Alliance raid. So you have to have 7 in a row, plus a few guys in between. I love Final Fantasy names for a lot of their missions. Because it's a play on words constantly, like heir to take on tomorrow. It's in there. There we go. And the new raid came out during all the media coverage of the kids making bad decisions and eating Tide Pods. And the first boss you fight uses water and tries to wash you off the... Well, he can't, like, knock you off a platform like the dragon we just fought. But... Ooh, sorry. He can push you a long way, and it does a lot of damage to you. It'll usually kill you. But it's called Tide Pod. That's the name of the move. Since the game updates a lot and there's constantly something new, they're pretty good about staying on top of those things, and it brings me no end of amusement. Just to be clear, I am not amused by terrible things happening to kids. I shake my head because they're old enough to know better. This is a bad life choice. Don't do it. This one we have to make sure we stand behind these rocks because the lava will float in from the sides. It's about to do it there. Just trying to stay close to the tank so I can keep healing. Although, unlike real life, you can get really close to the lava here. You cannot touch it. This tank is taking a lot of damage. I don't usually have to work so hard to keep them alive in this dungeon. It's not by any means impossible. As long as they make smart decisions, I don't think we'll have any trouble with him dying, but I will definitely have to look for it. I don't know how to say, like, half the moves that I have as a scholar. It's gonna get me again. I've been right in the center of that both times. And without sprint, there's just no way for me to get out of it in time. I have too many other moves I need. I don't have sprint on my main hotbar. Haha. Haha. Didn't get me that time. When we follow this cute little ferret around, he doesn't stay very cute. I threw that shield over him because he gathered up some money, but he's really not taking much damage here. He's doing pretty alright. The rewards we get in here for killing a lot of these things are mostly materia, and basically that's like little gems that we can add to our weapons and equipment, increase certain stats. I ran too fast and gathered too much. I'm not sure that this is going to go very well. It's taking more damage than I can keep up with. It took every saving move that I had, but he's still alive. Yeah. Monk went over and got the treasure chest this time. See, there's the ferret. A little less cute now. tail. That tail hurts if you hit. As you can see, his element is wind. We're actually on the right side, so that helped. We didn't have to try and go all the way across the screen to get away. One of the nice things about it projecting the attacks is not only do I know, like, don't stand here. I can see if anybody, like, isn't going to make it out in time, and go ahead and start casting my heal on them, since it takes a second to cast. That way I'm healing, and it hits them right after they get damaged. Just kind of speeds things up and helps make sure they don't die on me. Okay, so apparently we're gonna try and do a big pull here, get lots of enemies. Maybe? Maybe the tank didn't see. I don't know if the tank just doesn't want to do that, or if he didn't see the message. But he's not heavily armored, so it could honestly be either way. He might not be confident that we'd survive. Our survival has definitely surprised me a couple moments in this. I don't need any loot here, but I go ahead and check partly to pass on it so that it sorry, chat distracted me. Partly so that it speeds it up and whoever wants it can get it faster because there's a countdown timer. Partly because, you know, there might be something cool that I decide that I do want, even though I don't need any of it. I don't spend as much time putting together my outfit as some people do, because there's so many options that, like, that is one of the things that they have designed to be fun. Like, you have a glamour chest, so you can dress your character up however you want, and I think that's neat. There's just so much other stuff to do, I don't get around to it very much. But once in a while I'll see something that it's like, okay, I definitely want that. They actually have a lot of belts, and the belts are represented by different symbols in, like, your inventory, but you don't actually get to see any of them when you put them on. Which kind of bummed me out, because I own a lot of belts in real life, because I like them. I used to own a lot of hats too, but I don't have very many anymore because I don't like them as well with my short hair. For a while, I had it shaved, except for the top. Which looked alright, but I miss my long hair. So I'm trying to grow some of it back out. It's just what I prefer. This is Gimbu, and when you meet him, he's just like this adorable little turtle that flies for some reason. And he actually takes you to this, like, hidden little temple that's just filled with little adorable animals. It's one of my favorite places, but it's difficult to get to because you can't teleport there directly. You have to go to this certain map and then fly to a location on the map that is not marked, and then talk to, like, a ferret, and then the ferret will take you to the hidden temple. But it's got just a ton of little bitty animals that are adorable. In one of your missions, you have to fight him all by yourself, which is not easy to do. But it's not this fight, so it is, you know, possible. It'd be pretty hard to do this one, you know? getting close. Sorry, as the fights near the end, usually they start doing like some of the bigger attacks closer together, and I get to concentrating and kind of forget about you. Just try not to die. Got 2 commendations. 3 is the most you can get in a party of 4, because you don't commendate yourself. You couldn't even if you wanted to, but, like, just, that wouldn't make sense to commendate yourself. Now, I might have to go ahead and call it good with streaming. I've been streaming almost an hour. It's about 7 minutes short. But it is threatening to rain. I need to make sure that the pups get out before the rain starts. But tomorrow I'll be back with Tomb Raider, and I think that we only have, like, I don't know, 1 or 2 more streams of Tomb Raider before we'll reach the end. I could be wrong, because I don't remember all the story by any means. It's been a long time since I played. I played on the PS3 not too long after I guess after it came out, maybe 2013. I guess I played it in 2014. So it's been a while. But I think we're nearing the end, which is cool. After Tomb Raider, I'm gonna start playing Horizon Zero Dawn, which I've only played once. I rented it from Redbox and love it. I love archery. Archery was something that I loved to do in high school. I say in high school. I was homeschooled, but, you know, during high school age. Because we used to help with a summer camp, and there was an archery range not far away. And so after we cleaned up everything from summer camp and the kids went home, I'd walk down to the archery range, and they charged $5 for you to use whatever equipment they had, and you could do archery, and they had tournaments and stuff there, and they'd let you participate for your normal $5 fee. And I ended up qualifying for Junior Olympics that way. But, like, since then, I've just been in love with archery, so that makes Horizon cooler to me, because, like, you get to be an archer and a girl that kicks butt, so I like it. I'm looking forward to it. Anyway, tune in tomorrow for Tomb Raider, and here in a couple weeks, tune in for some Horizon Zero Dawn. Thanks for joining me today. We'll see you later.